In all levels of connection, we have two separate entities that come together as one. And the intrapersonal level, intrapsychic level, it's body and soul. In the interpersonal level, it's us and others. And in the spiritual level, it's us and God. So when we're talking about intrapersonal connection, individually, the first step to recognize is that people have two entities. There is a body and there's a soul. As my rabbi put it, when people say hello to each other in the Hebrew language, they say shalom aleichem. For those who understand Hebrew grammar, aleichem is plural, which means when one person says hello to another, they're saying hello to yous, plural, potentially because there are actually two entities there. There is a body and there's a soul. In fact, many people who are holding with Kabbalistic tradition will say the words shalom, shalom. And there it's very explicit that they are saying hello or shalom, peace unto the body and peace unto the soul. Bottom line is that there are two entities that every human being carries around. There is a body and there is a soul. And those two entities are very different from each other. They have very different tastes. They have very different perspectives. They have very different likes and they have very different dislikes. And in terms of body-soul connection, the goal is to have a relationship between those two, that those opposite entities who are nothing alike from each other can learn to love each other unconditionally and give to each other and take care of each other and live a thriving existence right here, having nothing to do with anyone else. I'll give you a couple of examples. The body has very physical needs. It needs to eat breakfast. It needs to eat lunch. It needs to eat dinner. It has to have snacks. It has to exercise. It has to do things that are fun. For some people, that's roller coasters. Some people like me. For other people, fun is watching a movie and curling up under a blanket. People like my wife. That's perfectly fine. Everybody's body has their own individual needs, and the soul has to understand what are those needs and provide for them and take care of them. Conversely, the soul, I wouldn't say has needs, but has a vision. It has a vision for what the body could be, and has an opportunity and presents opportunities for the body to be able to achieve its goals and guidance along the way. And the body can achieve so much by allowing the soul to take the lead and to follow its lead, to live a spiritual life. That's not a natural thing to the body. The body is naturally gravitated towards physicality, but the soul, which is right here inside of every person, can lift it up if we quiet down and listen to that soft voice that it speaks in. That's just one example or one way in which people can have intrapersonal connection. I'll tell you where it goes wrong. Sometimes the body does things that it should not do, that are really beneath its capacity. At that point, the soul has a choice. Will it be kind and self-compassionate? Or will it be cruel? Will it cut off the body? Will it be self-critical? Will it turn up the heat and kick the body when it's down? Will it deprive it of its needs? Or will it be a benevolent, kind, selfless being, if you will, and take care of this other entity, the body, the physical body, and pick it up when it's down? And that's something that people deal with all the time. Self-criticism, a lack of self-compassion. We know empirically that's a clear risk factor for the onset of depression. It rears its ugly head in eating disorders in a very significant way and in other areas of psychopathology. And having this relationship between having a vision for oneself while simultaneously accepting the body and having the body understand that there is something, yes, it's valid to have physical needs, but to pursue something greater that really is at an intrapersonal level what human beings can achieve.